It looks like round 2 started already. I'm a bit late. And we are probably on the draw. This hand is very bad. Don't think we can ever keep this. And it's much better. Probably Inquisitioning my death, right? Yeah, that's not really a tough choice. Now at some point we have to get this Raging Ravine down, and it doesn't look like we're in too much of a hurry. We have a Lightning Bolt for his first play, if it's not Tarmogoyf. He might not even be playing Junt with Arid Mesa. If he doesn't do much, then our hand should be pretty good, but kind of confused as to what he's up to. Some kind of combo deck, or like a graveyard based Bloodghast deck. No, it's a crazy combo deck. It's probably trying to reanimate Grizzlebrand and then attack with it, and attack with it again with Fury of the Horde and so on. So that Lightning Bolt is probably not going to do much, but what can you do? So having a white would be good, maybe with the Godless Shrine, so that we can play Liliana if we draw it. So that's another Lightning Bolt. We can Black Cliffs here because it would come into play tapped otherwise. But sadly we don't have a play, so he might just go off here. I don't know how consistent or fast this deck is. Draw 2, discard 2, go ahead. Would be funny if we would have a triple bolt to just kill Grizzlebrand once he reanimates it. It looks like his draw is pretty poor. He needs a lot of time to actually get there, it seems. Still no Grizzlebrand. He might also have Through the Breach in his deck. I think we might want to Lightning Bolt him down to 13, then Bloodbraid takes him down to 10. That might reduce his options. Don't think it's going to matter much, but I don't think we need the bolts in our hand, so Inquisition has to be not the worst draw here. Okay, so I think we are probably dead, right? If we take the Seething Song, he's just going to Noxious Revival it back on top and then kill us. Well, not kill us, but he's going to have a very good turn. Maybe kill us. Yeah, still it's better to cost him 2 life and force him to go through the motions. So let's see what's going to happen. He goes down to basically 0 cards, attacks us for 7, and now he has to find a Fury of the Horde. But we didn't get him down to 7, or basically 14. Otherwise he would have only been able to draw 7 once. Now he's able to draw 7 twice, so we are probably dead. I guess this is where the Noxious Revival comes into play as well, so that he can go off more often. But he might have just fizzled here. At least that's what I'm hoping. It's possible that we are just dead and he's waiting. There's one Fury of the Horde in the graveyard and he's down to 1. So it's not like he can get it back with Phyrexian mana or something. Okay, he just cast Fury of the Horde, attacks us again. And now the question is, if he has another Fury of the Horde, we are just dead. And if he doesn't, then he might be dead. Yeah, he's casting Faithless Looting here. And concedes. Wow. Whew. Cool. So it was probably crucial to play these 2 lightning bolts. And now that I think about it, we might have wanted to actually block with Lingering Souls tokens. How does this work? Like if we block, he gains 7 draws, but we have dealt less damage, so I kind of feel like chump blocking that early means that he's probably winning anyway, but we give him much more time. I'm not too sure, I've never played against this deck, but at least we managed to win game 1, so that's a good start. Now we might actually want Rule of Law because it's kind of unbeatable for him. Pulse, Charm is good, Jund Charm is good, Slaughter Games is good of course, Liliana is good, and Rule of Law is good. So I want these 7 cards. Don't know if I want the Pulse actually. Like if he ever gets Griselbrand in play, his only plan is to attack with it with haste and not to have it sit around to win with it. So Master Pulse is actually bad. Going to keep in Dismember, that's pretty insane against him. And Boom Bust seems very good as well. It might be best to just not play the Lightning Bolts. Don't know if he has any sideboard cards that will punish me for that. But Lightning Bolt is the card that just deals 3 to him basically. I can do some cute stuff with leaving up a Lingering Souls token to block and bowl it, but the other cards all seem much better. Let's see if that works. We have some Graveyard Hate, a Dismember, which is still great against Griselbrand. If we can make it a 2-2, it's not really that scary. His combo kind of has to fizzle then. So I'm going to keep this. It doesn't really add any pressure to the board, but with Jund, you can usually be pretty safe, pretty sure to get some pressure sooner or later. And Liliana does the job just fine. What we don't have is a fetch land to make our Boom Bust better. So we'll have to see how we proceed with that. I think I like to take this very slowly here. Although he isn't playing any spells, so he might not have a great draw. Or he might just Seething Song through the breach out of nowhere. So this returns a legendary creature card to the battlefield. And so he's trying to go off and I'm going to remove his graveyard. Deathred Shame, always a welcome sight. We can still dismember, and if we go down to 16, that's still 3 hits. So playing that Godless Shrine tapped shouldn't cost us much. I'm not going to Liliana because it opens me up to his combo turn again. Well, if we dismember, we aren't taking 7 from Griselbrand, so that wasn't really a big concern. It looks like he's letting Deathred Shame live here. So we should have a very good way to stop his combo. One problem is that we need to have green mana in our pool to actually do that. Let's see. We could get rid of one of his lands. No, I think it's best to just not do anything here. If we boom bust 2 lands, then we can actually make mana with Deathrite Chain, which might be good. So, but it also means that we can't really Bloodbraid if we draw land, so I don't like that. I might boom bust though, if I get the chance. I think he can't really do anything at the current stage of the game. He probably needs at least another discard spell to get rid of that Dismember. Going to remove that Fury of the Horde. I want that Vengeance to be gone, but it's a card he probably wants to Noxious Revival back. So now that I think about it, it means I probably should have exiled that first, because if he has a Noxious Revival, he's going to be able to do it anyway, but he might not have drawn it yet. Going to get rid of his Grizzlebrand now that I've drawn this card. And then we also know if there's anything else to be afraid of. What we could do here is take through the Breach, because he might have Emrakul in his deck, and that would be another way to lose. Yeah, I like that even better. Yeah, he does have Emrakul, so that was a good call. Now let's see what's going to happen. He can still get a legendary creature card, but we can Emrakul for that. He might Izzet Charm or Deathrite Chain, but that's not a big deal anymore. And he only has these 3 Goryo's Vengeance left. Yeah, so we might want to win pretty soon, but it's not looking like we are very close to dying here. I definitely need an Overgrown Tomb in play, because I can't leave open black and green. So I probably made a grave mistake here by not keeping open Treetop Village, giving him the option to just draw into his combo. Don't know what I was thinking. Well, I was thinking that he only has Grizzlebrand, but he might just discard Emrakul here and kill me because I messed up. So, yeah, he lets it resolve, and I was happy to let it resolve as well. And he concedes the match. So that was round 2. See you for round 3.